Does God really care about my religion? If I get to heaven, will God ask me to fill a form? Am I a Christian or a Muslim? Like, am I a Buddhist, or like, what do I even practice when I was on earth? Imagine how many Christians are not born again. We go to church every day and we call ourselves Christians, but when altar call is made, people still come out. Because it's your way of life. God does not care about your religion.
Please forgive me.
Good day and welcome to another episode of Christian's Life of Christ. Like, today I want to ask this question. I don't know if you've been asking this thing, like, does God really care about my religion? If I get to heaven, will God ask me to fill a form? Am I a Christian or a Muslim? Like, am I a Buddhist, or like, what do I even practice when I was on earth? Does God really care about it? I want to answer that question the way I think it should be answered, my own perspective. I'm not saying that is the correct answer, but when you stick with me, you can find out if what I'm saying actually is the right answer to the question, right? Like, I had to ask myself the question, like, what religion does God really approve everybody to? Everybody has to be a Christian, everybody has to be a Muslim, or everybody has to be this, everybody has to be that. But like, I now got to understand that God does not care about your religion. God just said that, like, Christ is the way, the truth, and life. Anybody that comes through him, like, nobody can come to see the Father except through him. So it's just one channel, Christ. But that does not mean that Christianity is the religion that God has approved. No. Let's not get it wrong, because Christ is not a religious figure. Christ was there to save the world. His goal was to save humanity. They were first called Christians. Like, in Antioch, it was because they saw them living like Christ. That was why they called them Christian. They were behaving like Christ, behaving like somebody. It was not like, Christianity was not a religion then. Christ did not practice Christianity. Christ was himself. So when we start making people feel like, because you're a Muslim, you can't get to heaven, you have to be a Christian to... No, the thing is, you have to be a good person first. But just understand that Christ is the way. Believe in him, that he had done the finished work for you. But that does not make you a Christian if you do that. But like, people want people to... You want people to, okay, until you convert. The Bible said until you are born again. Until you are born again. Until you are born again. So I don't know what your religion is talking about, or what Christianity, like we all know, we all define Christianity as a way of life. It should be your way of life. It should not be like a religious thing. Like, imagine how many Christians are not born again. We go to church every day and we call ourselves Christians, but when altar call is made, people still come out. Because it's your way of life. It's your way of life. It's not something that you think you sign on the form. Are you a Christian or a Muslim? Oh, I'm a Christian, and that is how you get to heaven. No, it's not like that. Because it's something that like in the early days of Christianity, right? People had to observe you to call you a Christian. They had to observe them. Like, this person actually behaves like Christ. Okay, this person does this thing like Christ. If Christ was here, this is how he's going to do this, and that is how the person is doing it. That is why they were called Christian. You had to be observed to be called a Christian, but today you just have to call yourself a Christian. In this dispensation, people just call themselves, oh, I'm from a Christian family and all that. Religion. So like, we divide ourselves more. We divide ourselves more when we talk about religion. It should be about humanity. Look at what is happening worldwide now, COVID-19, and every single person. It's not about you being a Christian or a Muslim. Like, seriously, if there's fire in a building and you're inside, you have Muslim, Christians, and every other kind of religion inside that place. Your own goal is to get out. If a Muslim brother is the one to help, you don't even want to check what religion it is. But since there's disaster, everybody is looking for somebody to help them out. So why are we now killing ourselves over religion? We allow religion to divide ourselves. Why God does not look at us through the filter of religion? God looks at us through the filter of love. These are the creation that I look at these people, how beautiful they are. These are the people that I want to save. Okay, son, go and save them. Not go and save Christians, not go and save Muslims, not go and save the descendants of Ishmael, or that. Like, go and save the world. So it's about saving the world, not saving just one religion or whatsoever it is. So I hope we all get to understand that God's love for us is not about our religion. It's about, who do I believe in? Like, do I know Christ? Do I believe in his finished works? That is what it's about. That is what it's about. It's about your lifestyle. It's about loving God and loving your neighbor. Just don't be a selfish person. So thank you for tuning in today. Please don't forget to like, share, and to follow me on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. And on Facebook, please hit the follow button, follow the page to get more videos like this. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
There's nothing